Heathen Queen here, right? This is just an update on the Jeezy and Jeannie Mai saga. I gave a video saying that it had to be two things that made Jeezy walk up out that house. It either had to be something to do with the cultural differences between him and Jeannie Mai and her mama, or he found out some horrible shit that was going on in that family. Shit that he just wasn't aware of. For those who don't know what I said the number one theory that I had was when the family moved in, see, moving the family in wasn't the problem. It's the bullshit that came along with the family moving in. Maybe they had maybe they had different traditions, maybe they had this, that, and the other. But I don't know. I got a feeling that mama said some bullshit or was saying some bullshit that Jeezy just didn't understand until he really got full grasp of maybe a recorder. So, see, as I stated before, I'm one of those people. I want to know what you're saying. Even though I don't understand what you're saying in your language, if you have anything to do with my life and what I got going on, I want to know what you're saying and what you think. That's why I always look at Mexican folks weird when they start talking. Start talking language in front of me. I'd be like, these motherfuckers talking about me, and my mind always think that way. Now, if Jeezy got any kind of suspicion or anything like that in his DNA, he would have thought the same motherfucking thing. Why would you come out and say, we have cultural and family differences? That means something in your family is fucked up in my head. Something in your family ain't like I think it's supposed to be over here in my head. Somewhere, somebody in Jeezy, my family, fucked up, and Jeannie, my family, fucked up, and Jeezy caught him slipping, and he was like, "Fuck that." But see, I'm saying something that the mama said, they said, or they did that put Jeezy all the way over the motherfucking top. Ain't no way he got bored with nobody in no 2 motherfucking years. He ain't got bored with her in no 2 motherfucking years. Something had to have happened. And for him to mention cultural and family differences, that tell me that something that mama or Jeannie Ma was doing and he didn't like it. And it was over time that it happened. It was over the time that they moved in and this shit going on, this shit going on, this shit going on. Maybe they cooking cats and dogs and shit, and he didn't. He was like, "Oh hell no, I can't go along with that bullshit." I mean, any number of fucking things, but I bet you it's gonna boil down to that motherfucking family and what was going on in that house. And I guarantee they ain't gonna tell nobody because maybe they're ashamed. Maybe you just don't tell this kind of shit. I don't know. Maybe Jeezy come across looking as a simp, looking like a simp, or looking like crazy because he accepted this shit. Any number of things. All this is pure fuckery and speculation on my part. But I'm telling you, I think it's got something to do with the family. What was going on inside that fucking house. And I had the right instinct from day one. They got two different cultures. Our cultures are completely different. Most of it is completely different from a Vietnamese or Asian, any kind of culture like that. It's just different, right? And they just clashed in what they believe. See, here's the thing. This is the way I think. Now, if it was just a matter of culture and damn, you cooking dog and I really only eat cat kind of thing, if it was anything weird out of the ordinary, Jeezy would have said to her, "Hey, I don't eat dog. You and your mama got to stop cooking dog. or you and your mom got to start cooking. I ain't finna deal with this, right? And then they would have dealt with it accordingly. That ain't what it is. It ain't just cultural differences, because you can bridge those, because you can find the same culture, similar cultural things, and then y'all celebrate those similar cultural things. Okay. So it has something to do with the fact that something that mama was related to, that mama was involved in, because it kept happening. Whatever it was, it kept happening. Once, twice, three times. Okay. It happened early on in the relationship and it kept happening, or it just got to the point where it just was, Gigi just said, oh, fuck this. I don't eat cat. I don't eat dog. No, I ain't doing it. And Jeannie Ma refused to change, or she refused to see the craziness, because I just can't see him not telling her, look, I don't eat dogs, I eat cats. And then she keep on cooking dogs, and then they just stay together. That ain't how that went. It wasn't. It couldn't have been something like that. Something simple that he could have told her and say, hey, I ain't eating that shit. I ain't doing that shit. It had to be something so egregious. Mama said something. Gigi overheard something. They did something. They was trying to do something, trying to take more money than what they were supposed to get. She was spending money. She was hoarding money. She was giving money to mama. She was sending money back overseas, sending his money back overseas. She paid her bills with his money. Mama saying something crazy. Any number of things. But I guarantee he got the paperwork ready in motherfucking May. So that tells me that whatever it was, he wanted a change to happen, and he was looking for the change to happen. Maybe it got better. Maybe it would get better. And it occurred sometime in April or May. And it occurred at that time. It was a continuous thing, but it occurred again in April and May. And he was like, oh, no, I can't do this. Let me file. And then his brain said, I know I love her. I still care about her. Blase woo woo. See, I listen to the motherfucking news. If you just got tired of a chick and she didn't do nothing wrong, and you knew she was a good motherfucking person, and you knew she was a good ass wife, but I fucked up, you would be more contrite. You would be saying, hey, Jeannie, I know we signed a prenuptial agreement, but we're going to honor that agreement, but I'm still going to give you something else. I'm going to buy you a house in wherever you want me to buy you a house. I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. Okay. From the news, I'm hearing that he don't even want to talk to her. He ain't throwing out the prenuptial agreement. I'm not saying throw it out. I'm saying assure her that she would get more than that. Because Jeezy, if he fucked up, if it was something he did, like beat the shit out of her, he would be more contrite and willing to come up with more, being nicer to her. But apparently he's not being as nice to her. Okay, he's actually being mean to her. Not mean, but he's standing on everything like, fuck that. I ain't giving that chick no more money. I want custody. I want to have custody of my kid. That way we ain't gonna have no dispute about what the fuck we gonna do with my kid. He's taking a hard line. He's being a dick, which tells me Jeannie is the one who did something, said something, knew something was going on, blase woo woo, and she didn't want to change it. She just let it go on. She kept saying it. She kept doing it, whatever. Or she did it, switched money from his bank account to this bank account, switched money over, sent money overseas, sent money here, sent money to this family, whatever she did, she was in the wrong when she did it. According to him, she was in the wrong when she did it. Okay? And he can't forgive her for doing it. If they don't get back together and he continue on with this divorce, that means he ain't going to be able to forgive her for doing whatever she did. there's a lot of things. I guess there's a lot of things a person can do to not forget. See, when you put your hands on me, you ain't got to do nothing but put your hands on me one time. I'm good. I'm good to fuck over here. So all you got to do is put your hands on me one good time. You ain't going to do it again. Because once I get up off the floor, it's another story. like I heard this movie the other day. It's gonna be another motherfucking story when I got the gun in my motherfucking hands. You feel me? So I believe it was something that Jeanie did, and he can't forgive her for it. Whatever it is. You was sitting over there listening to your mama call me a baboon, or you was over there listening to your mama call me a monkey, or you was over there listening to your mama tell you how to take my money, or you was over there listening to your mama talk crazy to me, or talk crazy about my family, or blase woo woo, anything like that. It's something like that. Something along them lines we probably never hear it. Because I keep hearing people say, oh, well, he got somebody lined up. That's always a motherfucking bandit's goddamn fallback position. He always got a default position. He always got another chick in the wings. So if she act up, I can pull her out and pretend like she didn't hurt me. So I can cover the hurt that she put me through. That's always a bandit's default position. So that don't mean a damn thing that he got somebody lined up. How much pain she put me in by doing this or doing that or not doing this or not doing that. It ain't that submission bullshit because we already knew she wasn't submissive and he did too. So it's not that bullshit. I guarantee it's got something to do with that family, cultural differences. You eat cat, I eat dog, blase woo woo, any number of crazy shit. He overheard Jeanie Ma agreeing with her mama that he a lousy motherfucker or any of those things. I don't know what. I'm speculation, pure fuckery. But I bet you something like that. I'm closer to it than any of these other motherfuckers that I done heard online. Oh, he leaving because he got another woman. He stopped loving Jeanie Ma. You don't stop loving nobody like that. You don't just stop loving nobody like that. Why? Because Jeanie Ma, how long did it take them to plan this trip? This trip was planned not way in advance. It was planned. Maybe it wasn't planned in advance. But they could have did different things than what they did on this trip. Or they could have the trip was already planned or whatever. But he still was in the fucking house after the trip with her. He was still in the house with her after the trip. Now, he say in the divorce papers that they were irreversibly separated or living separate. I wonder if he took his ass down to motherfucking Atlanta and she took her ass down to motherfucking Los Angeles. And when they had their last, or he found out about it, that's when he figured it was irretrievably broken at that time, when he found out whatever the fuck he found out. But I guarantee you it had something to do. It's inside that house. Something that happened. Ain't got nothing to do with her job. Ain't got nothing to do with no submission. Ain't got nothing to do with him having another female, because another female standard for bandits. So that ain't no big surprise. Something that happened in that house. We may never know, but I'm just going to stand on that right there. I think it's closer to my theory than anybody's that I done heard of so far. I said it. It was cultural. I think it's straight up cultural. Something in that house that mama said, that mama did, and Jeanie went along with it, and that's what it was. And I'm heathen, queen.